Hey, what's up guys? It's Nick Invest. And in this video, I'm just gonna basically be talking about jobs and just like why it's just not worth it to slave away at a job, right? So like, at these jobs, first and foremost, it's not, people say it's security, but at the same time, it's not necessarily secure. You can always get fired, right? For something, it could be something out of your control, right? Like you could have been late, maybe there's traffic or something going on and they could let you go. It's a possibility. So, jobs aren't necessarily safe in that regards. Also, a lot of jobs, they're not really paying well, they're not paying good. Like compared to inflation and just what's going on in the world right now, things are very, very expensive, right? Food, gas, rent, everything is up, everything's expensive. And like they're not really raising your wages, like they're not really increasing the wages for jobs. So that's another thing. So a lot of people are struggling out here. Like it's very, very tough out here. Like it's just not getting better, honestly, especially just since COVID and things of that nature. Like there's just, I see it like it's a lot more homeless people, just a lot of things going on. And just the thing when it comes to a job, a lot of these jobs, they just want you to like kind of like slave away and just like work to like, just work like 40 years, right? Until you retire. You're working your good years, right? They kind of use you for your good years. Once you get to 65, they like boom, they don't really need you. You retire, and then after you have just a couple years left to where you're old, you can't really do nothing, and like they took your good years from you. So like that's the one thing I really don't like about jobs. I do understand like you do need certain jobs in society to run and things of that nature. I understand that, but at the same time, they're taking your good years from you, and you're just working majority of the time to eventually retire when you're old, 65, can't really do anything. You have a pension or something, and then boom, you're just waiting to die at that point. Like for me, I just see it as like if you can just take your power back, like of course you're gonna have to start working a job, but eventually you need to start your own business, like start something, start investing, do things to where you don't have to necessarily work that job. You can eventually like employ people, and you're the business owner. That's what I would more, that's what I would think to do instead of just, working, slaving away. These jobs, a lot of them, they don't pay good. And even like, let's say you went to school and you got a degree, a lot of the time people that went to school, got degrees, like it's hard for them to get jobs because either the degree is not really something you can get a good job for, or it's just like the job market, because the job market right now is like very, very, very tough to get a job. Like it's a lot of competition, just very tough. Yeah. So, and then also I'll just say, a lot of these jobs, like I said, they're gonna work you. They're gonna try to, underpay you. And some jobs, they even treat you like shit in these jobs. So it's like, why am I gonna slave away and like really give my all for this job when you guys don't really care about me? You can get rid of me anytime you want, and just get a next person. You're kind of just a number. So for like, what's the point in just giving your all to these jobs? You know, give what you can, do your best in terms of like just give what you can, and just and just build your own thing, build your own thing on the side. So I recommend like starting a business, making investments, making the right moves. Use the job to fund your dream. Use the job to, invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest into assets, stocks, real estate, crypto, whatever it is. So that way you can, eventually set yourself free. Because do you want to work, 40 hours, a job that you hate, you don't like, you hate doing the job, but you have to do that for 40 years just because, society says? Or do you want to, take the power back from society into your hands and do what you want to do? So that's why I just had to talk about jobs real quick. And just even like when it comes to like, because this thing is like we're kind of programmed just from young, just like going to school, right? And just kind of going to school, you eventually go to college, you get that degree, and then after work a job for 40 years. We're programmed from young. So that's why, we're like, it's just, we're all kind of just going that path for the most part, for most people. because we just been programmed from so young. But like once you kind of realize, you're like, oh, this is kind of bullshit. Like, you know, this is how my life's gonna be. I'm just gonna work this job, and just, you know, I'm not really gonna get to really experience life or live life the way I want to experience it. You know, like if you're gonna do a job, work a job that you actually enjoy doing. That's what I would say. Like find something that you love to do, something you have a passion for. Do that, make money from that, instead of just working something that you hate. Like you got to be happy in your job, so find something you have a passion for, find something that you actually have interest for, and try to make money from that. Why slave away for a job you don't even like, or if they're overworking you or they're just underpaying you? Like, nah, man, don't do that. I don't believe in that. You know, like maybe you have to do that for the moment for a certain amount of time, but you always be looking, how can I get to that next level? Do something I actually love, have a passion for, you know, and monetize that. You know, we have the internet, so there's definitely a lot of ways to monetize your passions, right, through YouTube or whatever the case may be. Whatever kind of business you have, you have so much. We have a lot of opportunities now. You know, we're very grateful. I'm very grateful, and just to have the internet and just so much information, just so much opportunity to do certain things. We need to, you know, start taking advantage of that. Not just slaving away at some job that you hate just for the money, you know, because I'm telling you, there's people that's out here making the money that you want to make, you know, that's monetizing their passion and what they want to do in the future. Why can't you? You have something, we all have something that we're good at, that we're, you know, we have some type of passion for, and that we can monetize it, so why not? So that's kind of my take on it, you know, not just the traditional, you know, go to school, boom, get this degree, you're gonna work this job that you might not even like for 40 years and just retire at 65, and you're just at that point just waiting to die. They took your youth, they took your good years, your good years, the working years, to where you can actually do something. You know, they took that away from you to where now 65 they don't need you, boom, and now you're old, can't really do nothing. So me, I don't really believe in that. I just believe in, like, you know, trying to find something you're passionate about. Something, it could be making videos, it could be, you know, whatever business you have a passion for, selling something, cooking, whatever it is. I just feel like try to make that into your passion and just make money off that, instead of just working something just to do it. I understand we all have bills to pay, you know, we have to pay bills and things of that nature. That's important, of course. We gotta eat, we gotta buy foods and things, you know, things are getting expensive, so we have to make money. So, you know, if you have to work a job in the meantime, of course, work that job, you know, but always look to what else can I do? What other thing can I do to, you know, substitute this job, you know, and just make more money and just, you know, just live a more happier life. You know, we only have one life to live, so why you want to just slave away doing something you don't like, when you have an opportunity to do something that you probably would enjoy more, you do like, have a passion for, and just, you know, take advantage of that, you know, take that risk. That's what I would say, you know. And that's what I kind of want to talk about with jobs real quick, you know, let's not slave away. Like, what's the point? Like, I know we got to make money, of course, so, you know, you probably have to do it for a certain amount of time, but come on, you don't want to do that for 40 years. Like, come on now. Monday to Friday, you have just the weekend off, and then boom, you're back to work. Like, nah. Like, and, you know, back in the day, of course, like, you can actually live decent off a job, right? Back in the day, because things weren't so expensive as it is now. To buy a house, it wasn't so much money as compared to now. Things are just so expensive to do anything, right? Like, so it's so expensive. Like, back in the day, I think people could live off one income, right? In like the 90s, and not in the 90s, but like before that, some people are living off one income, right? And you have someone staying at home, probably the woman and stuff, you know. So the times are different now. Things are just too expensive. Everybody gotta work. Bro, your kids gotta work early too. Like, your kids gotta work nowadays, how expensive things are now. So, like, it's just kind of like just finding that thing, like going to, you know, using the internet, finding different side hustles, finding different businesses to start, you know, learning high income skills to just increase your income, and just use your money to make you more money, right? Use that money you're taking, learn how to manage the money you're paying your bills, and then the rest, of course, you have like a savings, and just use that to like start through a business, something that can just substitute that job to where eventually you don't have to work that job. Boom, the business is now making you money, and now you're just able to just use your money to continue to make you more money. That's what I, am now trying to do for myself. I hope other people are trying to do that for themselves as well, instead of just trying to work a job and just like, you're hating it, you're not making a lot of money, just a whole bunch of things. I see a lot of people on the internet, like TikTok, some people, complaining and stuff and things of that nature. But, and I understand, but like, you got to figure out a way. There's people out here doing it. There's millionaires, there's millionaires out here making the money, and they're human just like us, right? They're human just like us. They have a brain just like us and stuff like that. And a lot of them, they didn't come from rich families, right? A lot of rich people didn't come from a rich family. They grinded and they hustled and they found ways to make the money. And they were able to make that money for themselves and, just change their whole family's generations. So, we just got to do the same thing. And yeah, I just want to say that, just for school, we just, we've been programmed kind of just, what's the word? Is it programmed? We've been I'll just say programmed into, going into the workforce. Like, for example, John D. Rockefeller, he's the one that created the school system. And he said, basically, he doesn't want a nation of thinkers. He wants a nation of workers. So he doesn't want you, the school system is really just designed to prepare you for the workforce. It's just designed to prepare you, to work, to get a job. That's what they needed, more workers. So they understand, okay, let's get the kids. The kids they're going to become the adults and they're going to be the future. So it's smart to get the kids, get them in line, boom. So that way you just fall in line and just doing what they want. So for them, it was a smart idea for what they wanted to do, just to get more people into the workforce. That's what it is. But, once you learn financial literacy, you learn, just business, investing, and all these different things, there's another way, right? That's why they don't teach financial literacy in school. They know, like, if they teach you financial literacy, then, you know how to set yourself free, right? You can be the business owner. You can be the one, the investor. You can be the one that takes control of your financial future instead of, relying on the system or just, relying on a job. And I'm not against jobs. Of course, we need jobs. Like, it's important to society. A lot of these jobs are very important, but I'm just saying, like, if you're just not happy or, you want to do something more, you want to make more money, you just want to do something you actually enjoy and have a passion for, go for it. Like, the opportunity is there for you to do that. And I just want to talk, that's the goal of schools. The person who made it, John D. Rockefeller, I want a nation of workers, right? Not thinkers. He doesn't want you to use your mind. Because when you use your mind, now you can start thinking of different ways to make money and how to set yourself free, start certain businesses, different things of that nature. But if you're just a worker, you just go in, go work, do this job, go home, then you're going to be doing that for a long time. So just kind of want to talk about that. You should always just be striving for more. A job, they say, right, just over broke, right? You're probably just going to be able to just, pay the bills, just pay, pay your expenses, pay your rent, your car, groceries, different things like that, just to survive. To me, I won't lie, jobs, it's kind of like a modern day slavery, to be honest, right? It's just like, because to survive, you have to work the job. And right, you can't, you have to make money. So majority of people, they're doing it just out of necessity. Like, you have to. So that's why it's not like yourself. It's not like you're a physical force, but you have to, because if you want to eat, you want to pay rent, you got to do it. So for me, it's just like entrepreneurship is the way for me. Like, that's the end goal for me, just to make as much money as possible. A business, you can make the most money is through a business. So that's kind of like my end goal. It's just entrepreneurship, starting a business, and all these different things. And again, I'm not against jobs, and I'm not against schools. I just understand the origin of school, who created it, and what its purpose is for people, right? You want to get the kids, get them in line in terms of what you want them to do, and then boom, so you can have your society running how you want it to run. So I just understand how it started, but for me, I know I just have a different plan for me and what I want to do in my life. and just understanding that. And there's jobs, you know, of course you have to work jobs. Jobs are very important. So I'm not against the jobs. Just for anybody just listening, I'm not against them. I'm just saying, if you're someone that doesn't enjoy what you do, you're not making good money from what you do, right? Or they're overworking you, or these jobs are treating you like shit, whatever the case may be, there is a way, there is another way to get to where you would like to be, you know, to something you have more passion for, something you actually enjoy, something you can make a lot of money for, whatever it is. There's something out there for you. You just have to go look for it and use the internet. I can guarantee there's probably somebody doing it. There's someone out there that's already doing what you want to do a lot of the times, and you can just go learn from them on the internet, whether it's for free or buying a course they have, whatever the case may be. Use the internet. There's so much information. This is the information age. Anything you want to know, you can know. Just use the internet to find it out, or seek out mentors, whatever the case may be, you know. But just think for your future self what you want and just work towards that. And that's kind of my video. I just wanted to talk about jobs real quick. I talked a little bit about school, just kind of overall society and what their goal is, right? From when you're young, they're already kind of preparing you for the workforce. That's John D. Rockefeller. That's his quote. He said it. You know, I want a nation of workers, not thinkers. They're preparing you for the workforce. And then that top percent, that is business owners, entrepreneurs, and stuff like that, right? They're going to benefit the most, and you're just going to be working for them, making crumbs. So, you know, decide what you want with your life. You know, the information is there. Just go after it, look for the information, work hard, and you can get to where you want to get to. And, you know, that's the end of my video. Hope you guys take care. Let me know anything in the comments, your thoughts, you know, like, you know, share, do all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.